When you dance with the devil, you may not be able to choose when the music stops. As the days passed, Mrs. Shola's wealth became a curse. The sight of her children's suffering was unbearable, and the guilt gnawed at her insides like a relentless beast. Desperate for answers, she returned to Baba Ifagbemi. But the native doctor was no longer the reassuring figure she had met before. His eyes were cold as he warned her. "The spirits demand balance. You took from them, and now they take from you." In a panic, Mrs. Shola begged him to undo what had been done. But Baba Ifagbemi's response was chilling. "There is no going back, unless..." He paused, as if considering her fate. "Unless you sacrifice something of equal value." Trembling with fear, she realized that the only way to save her children was to return the Pampers and seek forgiveness from the spirits. But could she undo the damage that had already been done? In a final act of desperation, Mrs. Shola gathered all the Pampers she had used for the rituals and brought them to a secluded forest where Baba Ifagbemi instructed her to perform one last ritual. As she chanted incantations, a cold wind blew through the trees, and she could feel the presence of something far beyond her comprehension. But when the ritual ended, the weight on her shoulders lifted. As she rushed home, she found her children recovering, the darkness that had plagued them dissipating. The next morning, Mrs. Shola returned to the daycare to find that the children there were also on the mend. She knew then that her wealth had come at a terrible price, one she would never forget. She abandoned the riches she had gained, living a humble life from that day forward, always remembering the lesson that greed could destroy everything she held dear.